Good day, everyone. So today we'll be discussing our project feasibility study. Our business is going to be called Easy Spot. With our business, this is going to be our logo, and the reason why we call it Easy Spot is because finding a parking spot has never been this easy. Since our founders are from the Generation Z, we thought it would also be easier to input the letter Z or incorporate it into our business name. And even if we exchanged it with the word easy, still it's easily understood as the same. So for our logo, we have the pinned location, which will also be seen in our business. We also have the four grids or the four guidelines. You can see this whenever you need to park, and our name, Easy Spot, which is for our business. For our market study, the reason why we chose this business is because we wanted to serve an unserved need or want. We all know here in Baguio City, whenever there are holidays or whenever there are events or even just long weekends, a lot of people come to the city. So even if there's no holidays, still we have an unserved need, which is for parking spaces. Most of the times when we want to park, especially in SM parking lots or in Cedar Peak or even in Session Road, there's not a lot of parking spaces available. So that's the unserved need that we wanted to fulfill with our business. For our product, in order to serve that, we thought of a free downloadable application which is going to be available in iOS and Android. All you need to do is to book a private parking space. So we are going to collaborate or partner up with private homeowners so that when a tourist or even a local from Baguio City needs a parking space, they can just open up the app and they can book a parking space with private homeowners. In order to book a spot, first you would need a 50% down payment, and we would also have multiple payment methods to be available. So we have Paymaya, GCash, other e-wallets, bank transfers, and also, of course, cash.
Demand for easy spot services is high in areas with limited parking. Baguio City, in particular, is experiencing traffic congestion due to a lack of parking spaces. Easy Spot offers a convenient and affordable parking solution for residents and visitors. The target market of Easy Spots includes individuals with driver's licenses and personal car owners. The company conducted a survey to assess demand with 94% of the respondents indicating they would use the app. This suggests a strong demand for easy spot services. The number of licensed drivers in the Philippines is increasing, which could further boost demand for easy spot services. From 2019 to 2023, the number of licensed drivers in the Philippines is increasing, which could further boost demand for easy spot services.
So next is our supply analysis. Our supply analysis indicates the supply of other services similar to ours in the city of Baguio. And first is our direct competitors, which are the largest and well-known parking services in our city. These are SM Baguio Parking, Jadewell Parking, and Athletic Bowl Pay Parking. Even these parking areas are becoming fully accessible as the annual number of vehicles increases. Next would be our indirect competitors, which are Center Mall Parking, Philando Building Parking, and Cedar Peak Parking. Even these parking areas are not well known, yet they also get filled with vehicles quickly, especially during the holidays and weekends. Overnight parking is another demand that our city limitedly provides, and only limited parking spaces are available, such as at SM Baguio and Baguio Cathedral. It is an advantage for Easy Spot compared with its competitors because there are few parking areas that offer overnight parking. Yet, Easy Spot shall continue with its partnering with owners which are in a position to supply parking spaces that can help meet demand while at the same time offering competitive prices. Now, next is our SWOT analysis. So first is our strengths. These are convenience, availability, having a user-friendly application, and it's easily accessible. It's also available on both platforms for iOS and Android, and assurance that parking space is reserved to customers after down payment, multiple available payment methods, and competitive pricing. Next is our weaknesses. There's no refund policy, even some customers may be hesitant or want a flexible cancellation process. Next is weather dependence. This is an this is an uncontrollable factor, especially wherein some parking spaces may be outdoor or have no rooftop. Next is security maintenance costs. So CCTVs will be required for partners, and cost for maintaining security will be high. Next is our opportunities. Available use of social media to promote our application. Next is population growth leading to more users. rampant amount of tourists during summer and city holidays or long weekends, and possible partnership and collaboration with hotels or franchises that have fully booked parking spaces. Lastly is our threats. The business is new to the market, and some users may still prefer known parking spaces and seasonal fluctuations. So some tourists won't always come to the city if there are no holidays or long weekends.
The demand and supply analysis was based on a similar app called Airbnb. Airbnb is an online marketplace that connects people who want to rent out their homes with people looking for accommodation in specific locales. The company has grown significantly since its inception in 2007, generating revenue of 8.399 billion US dollars in 2022. Airbnb charges fees to both hosts and guests, typically amounting to 3% and 14% of the booking subtotal respectively. These fees help Airbnb support hosts and run its operations. The company's revenue has been steadily increasing with a year-over-year growth of 20% in the first quarter of 2023.
EasySpot pricing strategy is designed to attract users by offering affordable rates for parking. We choose a competitive pricing strategy to keep up with both direct and indirect competitors. The pricing of our competitors is an average of 50 pesos for 3 hours, with no option for overnight or an affordable exceeding our fee, which is why EasySpot will charge 50 pesos for 3 hours, then 20 pesos for each extra hour. Plus, there's an option for overnight parking at 240 pesos. This stands out because unlike competitors, EasySpot lets users extend hour by hour. Customers pay a 50% down payment showing commitment and ensuring income for homeowners offering parking spaces.
For the place, Easy Spot located on the second floor of Halili Building, 95A Bonifacio Street, Baguio City, offers a host of advantages stemming from its strategic location. Positioned in the center of the city, this central accessibility makes it an easy, reachable, and convenient choice for individuals seeking customer service or after-sales services from the company.
Next will be our promotion. So we all know that marketing strategies are a fundamental to the success of a business. So for our marketing strategies, we chose social media marketing and sales promotions. The sales promotions will be through coupons and deals. For our social media marketing, we have an allocated cost for each social media app. So we've chosen Facebook and Instagram. So each app will have a 20,000 pesos allocated cost, where estimated daily results will be 57,700 to 166,000 people. This is based on a test done through Facebook ads by one of our prospects with his previous business. So, the reason why we have the same data for Facebook and Instagram is because of their partnership with Meta. So, that means they both have the same.
The survey results indicate that most respondents are between the ages of 18 to 47, with the majority being 18 to 23 years old, 79%. Regarding likability, the proposed app service received positive feedback with 61% rating it as high quality and 23% as very high quality. Additionally, 61% rated the service as high quality based on the description. Respondents found the service to be very innovative, 59% very innovative, 18% extremely innovative. Most believe it offered excellent for above average value for money, 36% excellent, 34% above average. The survey suggests that 33% of the respondents are least somewhat likely to replace their current parking location with the proposed app service, indicating potential market interest. Furthermore, 80% of respondents are likely to recommend service app to others, showing strong potential for popularity.
For the 5-year sales forecast, over the 5-year forecast of EasySpot, the business has demonstrated a consistent upward trajectory in sales. In the first year, total sales amounted to 6,528,000, setting the baseline for subsequent growth. In the second year, the company experienced a 4.9% incremental growth, resulting in total sales of 6,811,200 pesos. This positive momentum continued into the third year, with a 5% increase in sales, reaching 7,180,800 pesos. In the year 4, bringing the total sales to 7,555,200 pesos. The upward trend persisted into the fifth year, marked by a 5.3% increase in total sales, reaching 7,929 pesos.
For our technical aspect, our business operations will be as follows. So for our Easy Spot hosts, first, in order for them to be a host, they need to head over to the website or download the Easy Spot mobile app. Next, they need to navigate their way to the sign up or registration section. They need to provide their personal information such as name, address, and email. This will be for contact purposes. Next is they will be creating a platform login credential. That will be their username and the password. Next is to submit their government issued ID, primary or secondary, any works, and set up their payment information. So this can be bank or their e-wallet. After reading the platform's terms and conditions, they need to provide a barangay business clearance or mayor's permit so that the city knows that they are doing business even if it is a private home. They need to provide proof of ownership, that the parking space is theirs, and they need to have legal permission through the proof of ownership's name so that we can conduct business. And as mentioned previously, they need to install CCTV cameras, which will be both for the safety of the host and the user. For the operations of the EasySpot users, they just need to create a user account and complete their profile. Afterwards, they'll be able to use the app and they can book their first parking spot.
For equipment and input, the business that's being proposed is mainly operated online, so the tables that will be presented are the equipment and materials that will be needed for the office that will be used to run the business. So first will be our office equipment and office supplies. So we will be needing internet and telephone package, a printer, fire extinguisher, a tablet, ball pens, bond paper, and lastly would be an emergency first aid kit.
5 years equipment forecast. The table that we will be presented will show the 5 years schedule of material and equipment deemed necessary for the business. The following computation and estimated growth of amount will have an inflation rate of 6.8%. If you look at our 5 year equipment for forecast on our office equipment, we only have data for the first year. That's because in 5 years we don't need to purchase again. The same goes for our furnitures and fixtures. But for our office supplies like bond paper, ball pen, etc., since we need to purchase again, they are affected by the 6% inflation rate.
For our goal, EasySpot's primary goal is to revolutionize parking options by emphasizing convenience, accessibility, and flexible payments. In the marketing aspect, the company aims to capture a 20% market share by implementing effective marketing strategies while maintaining up quality, parking space upkeep, and strong customer relationship. Financially, their objective focus on a 30% increase in gross income and sales over the next 2 years, along with a robust internal rate of return of 20% annually. They also aim for 20% return on investments within a year and seek reasonable capital valuation.
EasySpot is being formed as general partnership with 7 business partners, each contributing 350,000 pesos in capital and their individual efforts to the business.
For the organizational chart and key personnel, we have here the general manager, which will oversee all aspects of the business. And next, we have two IT software developer, which one is the IT security engineer who will protect the company's information system and network application. And the next one is the IT web developer who will design, develop, and maintain web applications.
As with EasySpot's project schedule, it encompasses 5 critical phases. Phase 1, a 12-week duration focus on app and website creation, including user registration, payment system setup, and development of both iOS and Android apps. Phase 2, a 6-week period, centers on careful testing to ensure the platform's reliability and user-friendly interface. In the subsequent 8-week Phase 3, the team dedicates efforts to marketing, social media engagement, and app launch strategies. Phase 4, a 4-week planning phase, entails defining business objectives, pricing, partnership, and payment methods. Finally, Phase 5 revolves around continuous monitoring, customer support, and feedback collection to ensure ongoing enhancement and high-quality user experience.
For the supply of commodities, EasySpot is a parking app that aims to provide exceptional service to its customers and gain market share. They prioritize building trust with customers and homeowners to ensure overall quality. Their service alleviates the hassle of searching for parking spaces, saving user times and fuel. The EasySpot app seamlessly guides users to available parking spots throughout the city. They are committed to providing efficient service and accommodating an increasing number of customers. EasySpot is estimated to help users to find parking spaces up to 100 parking a day, with a total estimated capacity of 210 parking spots for the first 5 year business operation. The evolution of their services will be influenced by the number of direct and indirect competitors operating in the city.
In the context of services, demand for materials refers to the need for physical resources to support and deliver services. For Easy Spot, this demand mainly relates to physical items required to furnish, maintain, and operate rental properties such as furniture, linens, kitchen equipment, cleaning supplies, and toiletries. Property owners and hosts require this material to ensure guest comfort and maintain their properties. The specific items needed vary based on property type and service level, impacting the level of demand for materials.
For the, envi- for the environmental analysis, the Easy Spot will be a smart parking system that offers a solution to vehicle traffic congestion and carbon emissions by guiding drivers to available parking spaces, thereby reducing idling time and fuel consumption. This system also promotes efficient space utilization, minimizing the need for new parking infrastructure and preserving valuable land. Additionally, smart parking systems save time and cost by facilitating online transactions. To further enhance its environmental impact, our business is collaborating with the government and integrating environmental sustainability into its application.
Next, for our financial aspect, we have our assets, wherein the business will buy all of the equipment and furniture as well as the supplies. These will all be purchased using the company funds, while non-current assets will be depreciated using the straight line method. There will be no additional long-term asset acquisitions in the next 5 years. For our liabilities, these will be the employee monthly contributions. So these are statutory contributions like SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig. For our equity, we have a capital amounting to 2,100,000. So this is going to come from the share of partners. We have 7 partners in total, and they will be contributing 300,000 pesos each. For our revenue and sales, this will increase by 6.8% annually. 6.8% is the inflation rate, and this will be based on the demand and supply analysis. For our expenses, we have 30% of gross revenue, which will be for the hosts, and the employee salary, supplies, and uniform will also increase by 6.8%. Again, that is the inflation rate. For our repairs and maintenance, we have 25,000, and there will be a 5,000 increase annually. For our miscellaneous expenses, we have 20,000, and that will increase by 3,000 annually again. We have our monthly rent for our space in Bonifacio, which is 12,000 pesos exclusive of city services, which is water and electricity. For our legal and accounting fees, we have 30,000, which will increase by 5,000 annually. For our depreciation, that will be calculated by subtracting the salvage value, which will be 10% of the fixed asset cost. We have our permits and licenses, which is going to be paid annually except for that one-time registration fee. For our sales revenue, we have more than 3 million annually, and our contingency funds is going to be 84,054 pesos and 25 cents. So next, this is our project cost summary. As you can see, the total of all of our expenses is 1,910,328. Comparing that to our capital of 2,100,000, that's still within the budget. For our statement of financial position, you can see our assets and liabilities here. Still for our assets, that is still within our budget for the first year. We have our statement of comprehensive income. Our profit or loss after income tax after the first 5 years is going to be 87,539 pesos and 42 cents. We have the statement of changes in partners' equity. You can see the 7 partners here, Agid, Andanan, Bautista, Dominguez, Liclic, Martin, Tapales, and the total of our contributions. We have first for the year ending in 2024 and after 5 years, which ends in 2028. If you reviewed our file, you'd be able to see all 5 years completed, but for presentation purposes, we just included the first year and the fifth year. For our cash beginning and cash ending, this will be our company funds for the beginning of each year. And this is our break-even analysis. Lastly, for our payback period, the proposed business has a payback period of 0.82 years or 10 months. It indicates that the proposed business will recover its investment cost within 10 months or earlier than 4 years. It also expresses that the proposed venture is desirable for investment positions. Next, for our internal rate of return or the return of investment, we can see that the internal rate of return is 78.60%, which shows a good indication because it is higher than 20%. Earlier, we mentioned in our goal that we wanted our return investment or our market share as well to be at 20% after 5 years of doing business, and even on the first or based on the calculations here in our financial aspect, you can see that we are able to reach that even in our payback period. So that ends our presentation. for our feasibility study. Again, our company is going to be called Easy Spot. And thank you so much for listening.